Something that's been bothering me for a while now, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. But it really popped out on this television series that I just finished watching called Your Friends and Neighbors. It stars Jon Hamm, and he plays a guy that was recently let go from his finance job, and he turns to burglary in order to make up his income. That's kind of his new career.
Rich guy loses his big job, has liquidity problems, turns to petty crime. That's not
Fine television series, entertaining. I'm not here to do a review. It's not what I do. But his sister on this series, played by an actress named Lena Hall, she does a great job. But she plays a sister with bipolar disorder, and it plays into every negative mental health stereotype that is done in all television series, all movies. I've rarely seen anything play out differently. It's frustrating because Lena Hall's character is the stereotypical 35, 40-year-old that can't hold down a job, is just struggling to get by. Everybody in the family has to take care of her and keep an eye on her. And the overriding theme all the time is, have you taken your medication? Are you still on your meds? And inevitably, at some point in all these shows, there is some sort of breakdown where the person that's struggling will stop taking their medications. They have this crazy breakdown or whatever stereotype that they always throw at these things. But in every instance, it is always the worst case scenario, whether it's bipolar, depression, anxiety. They all come out the same in every movie. And this is destructive in a way because it plays into the entire stigma and why people don't come out and talk about their struggles. If somebody was diagnosed as bipolar, do you think it makes it easy to be open about that and discuss it when every reference we have to somebody being bipolar is them having these huge breakdowns or what they call psychotic incidents in these shows? That suddenly people are become very violent. I mean, think about how often people with mental illness are shown as being extremely violent or killers or deranged in all these movies. This isn't a good reflection of what it's actually like to live with bipolar disorder or any sort of mental health issues. Coming off medication is never easy, right? And especially if you just stop taking it. But in order to stop or change medication, you can't just go cold turkey. You have to wean off. Going cold turkey can make things much worse early on. But that doesn't mean that this is what happens every time. It doesn't mean that as soon as somebody stops taking their medication, that there's going to be some crazy incident that happens and the family is going to have to, wrap themselves around them and take care of them, and that these people are just unable to have healthy and successful lives. Problem with this is that most people that are living with bipolar disorder, especially, you're talking about 6 million people in the US, lead healthy, productive, extremely fun lives. Like the stereotype of everybody with bipolar disorder or depression is just on the tipping point of having an episode is ridiculous. But that is all we ever get to see when it comes from movies and television shows. So my question to you is, what sort of stereotypes have you noticed when it comes to people with mental illness in movies, television series, and media in general? What are the stereotypes that you've noticed? And on top of that, how would you like to see mental illness reflected in these shows? What do you think would be a healthy representation that would fit into a character to show that they live a healthy and productive life while struggling with mental illness? And just remember, no matter what you're going through, you are not alone.